Good morning, dear students. Okay, so last class we had discussed about the properties of magnetic field lines. Now we are going to study how to find the magnetic field strength of a given bar magnet. Okay. Moreover, before the end of the lesson, we are going to find the similarities and dissimilarities between electrostatic field lines and magnetic field lines. Okay. There is some difference between this electrostatic field lines and this magnetic field lines. Now we are going to find the magnetic field strength due to a bar magnet. So it is nothing but a force experienced by hypothetical bar magnet. It is a force experienced by hypothetical unit north pole. Very important thing, a unit north pole which is placed at the point. What is meant by hypothetical? We know that in electrostatic field lines, electrostatic monopoles is present, but practically there is no magnetic monopoles. So I mentioned the word hypothetical, which means, what is hypothetical? Which is nothing but isolated magnetic monopoles. So hypothetical means isolated magnetic monopole do not exist. Yes, that do not exist. Okay. Moreover, this magnetic field is a vector quantity. Also, the magnetic field is a vector quantity. Okay. So now we are going to study the magnetic field due to a bar magnet, that is the axial magnetic field. Okay. And then equatorial magnetic field. After that, the relations. So now the topic is the point lies on an axial line of bar magnet. Okay, let us take the bar magnet. This bar magnet have two poles. One is north, another one is south. So this magnetic length is 2L. As we had discussed already, the magnetic length is 2L. And here the pole strengths are denoted by M and M. So M and M are the pole strength towards the center of this bar magnet. So we are going to determine the magnetic field, the point which lies on the axial line of the bar magnet. We know already axial line and equatorial line. What is the axial line? X dash, which passes to the north and south pole, is called axial line. Similarly here also. So this is the axial line. So in this axial line of the bar magnet, at a point P, we are going to determine the magnetic field. Okay. So this point is located from the center of the bar magnet at a distance of D. So this point is located from the center of the bar magnet at a distance of D. So we know from the center of the magnet to the pole, the distance is L. This is L and this is also L. So the length of the any one pole, which is very smaller than the distance of the axial point in which separated. Okay. So அப்ப நம்ம எந்த பாயிண்ட்ல மேக்னெட்டிக் ஃபீல்ட் சென்டர் கால்குலேட் பண்றோமோ அந்த டிஸ்டன்ஸ் மேக்னெட்டோட சென்டர்ல இருந்து அந்த போல்க்குள்ள இருக்க லெந்த் விட எப்படி இருக்கு, கிரேட்டரா இருக்கு. So this is the condition we are going to use. Now so we are going to determine the magnetic field. So magnetic field at a point P due to north pole of the magnet. So this one we are considered as B1. or magnetic field due to north pole, which is equal to, what is the magnetic field? So which is equal to the direction along this. So this is the magnetic field due to north pole. Okay. So we have only the magnitude, not the vector quantity. We are not going to use the vector representations, only the magnitude alone. So already we know the Coulomb's law of magnetic force. What is the law? Mu naught by 4 pi into m, the pole strength. Another one is 1. It's a unit. Okay. Then divided by np square. Np square. So that is the magnetic field due to north pole is equal to mu naught by 4 pi into m divided by, what is the np square? Np square is nothing but from the total length, if you subtract the small length, that is d square minus l square. D square minus L square, and this magnetic field strength that acts towards NP. So along NP. This is along the direction NP. Similarly, the magnetic field strength due to south pole. In the same method, we can determine the magnetic field strength at a point P due to south pole. Due to south pole of the magnet. South pole of the magnet is magnetic field strength at a point P due to south pole, which is equal to same method, mu naught by 4 pi into m into 1 divided by sp square. Therefore, magnetic field strength at P due to south pole is equal to mu naught by 4 pi into m divided by sp square. Sp square is equal to, this segment is L, so L plus D. So sp square means L square plus D square, or D square plus L square. Okay. Therefore, where will be the total magnetic field? So we want the magnetic field, there is axial magnetic field. Therefore, axial magnetic field at a point P due to bar magnet. And this direction, what is this direction? This direction is opposite. So the south pole, due to south pole, the magnetic field is opposite. So this is due to north pole. This is the magnetic field due to south pole. Therefore, the resultant field will be along the direction of this axis. So axial field will be along the direction of NP. Before that, in this case, due to south pole, the direction is towards NS, along NS. So this is along NS. Okay. So the total magnetic field, that is axial magnetic field at a point B due to bar magnet is, that is axial field. What is axial field? Which is equal to, we need to subtract the magnetic field due to north pole minus magnetic field due to south pole. So difference in their field strength. So magnetic field strength due to north pole minus magnetic field strength at a point P due to south pole. So by subtracting this, we'll get, what is the common term? In both the cases, mu naught by 4 pi is a common, and also m also, the pole strength, m is a pole strength also the constant. Remaining, we will take 1 by d square minus l square minus 1 by d square plus l square. Okay. Then after rearranging, what you will have? So mu naught m by 4 pi into cross multiplication. So d square plus l square minus d square minus l square divided by a square minus b square into a square plus b square. So what is the relation you will have? So d square minus l square the whole square. Then expand the term by expanding this, mu naught m by 4 pi. Yes, what is the value? So we need to square, no? We need to square the value. We forgot to square. Actually, this is not np square, no? So NP square means it is D minus L the whole square. I mentioned wrong here. It is D minus L whole square. This is D plus L the whole square. So here also D minus L whole square, D plus L whole square minus of D minus L the whole square. This denominator is correct. இங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா first magnetic field due to the north pole, this is magnetic field due to north pole. So that is NP square of the segment. So D minus the segment L the whole square. And magnetic field due to south pole is along NS. This is magnetic field due to south pole. It is SP square. So SP square means D plus L the whole square. I mentioned D square plus L square, that is wrong. D plus L the whole square. This is D minus L the whole square. After substituting and rearranging, this is A plus B the whole square, no? So D square plus L square plus 2DL. Here minus D square minus L square plus 2DL divided by D square minus L square the whole square. So plus D square and minus D square, plus L square and minus L square cancel. So 2DL plus 2DL, that become 4DL. So mu naught into M divided by 4 pi into 4DL divided by D square minus L square the whole square. This we can write further into mu naught by 4 pi into 4, we can split and write it as 4 enna 2 into 2 na. So 2 into M into 2L into D divided by D square minus L square the whole square. So in this equations we know the conditions already. What is the condition? In starting itself we have taken the conditions. So we know that the length of each pole, which is very small compared to the point which is separated from the poles. Okay, therefore the axial field is mu naught, here 2 pole strength into magnetic length. Already we have discussed in the last class. The product of pole strength and magnetic length, which is equal to magnetic dipole moment, into D divided by 4 pi into, அப்ப இந்த term cancel ஆயிருமா? ஏன்னா நம்ம condition என்ன? The pole length is very smaller than the point in which, the axial point in which separated. So this terms cancel out, remaining the square. So D square the whole square we have, that we can write it as D power 4. So this D and D power 4 cancel, so we have D cube. So therefore we have mu naught into 2M divided by 4 pi into D cube. Okay, so we found this axial magnetic field. I mentioned what is a small m. So where capital M is nothing but the product of the pole strength into magnetic length. Okay, so we found the axial magnetic field. Therefore the axial magnetic field is mu naught times divided by 4 pi into 2 into magnetic dipole moment divided by the distance cube. So this is the axial magnetic field. Okay, இது தெரியலனா திரும்பவும் சொல்றேன், கவனிங்க. Once again I will draw a diagram and I will explain. This is the condition. We have a bar magnet. Okay, the bar magnet have 2 poles. One is the north, another one is south. This is north pole of the bar magnet and another one is south pole of the bar magnet. Okay, and this magnetic length is 2L. So from the center about its axis at a point P, we are going to determine the magnetic field, that is axial magnetic field, and this point from the center is separated at a distance of D. Okay, so the condition is OP is equal to D. Okay, and then due to north pole, the magnetic forces, the magnetic field due to north pole at P is, this is the direction of magnetic field strength at P due to north pole. Okay, that we have to determine. What is the formula? According to Coulomb's law of magnetic force, mu naught by 4 pi into pole strength m into another one is 1 unit value divided by np square due to north pole. So np ங்கிற இந்த distance எதுக்கு equal? Already இங்க L இருக்கு, but இங்க D, அப்போ np square is equal to D minus L the whole square. So this magnetic field is along np, so I mentioned here. So this is the magnetic field due to north pole. In the same way, we want to find the magnetic field due to south pole. What is the magnetic field due to south pole? So the magnetic field due to south pole is same, Coulomb's law of magnetic force, mu naught by 4 pi into m, this pole strength become 1, and sp square. So sp square is equal to d plus l the whole square. Okay, and this direction is along ns. So this is magnetic field due to south pole. This is the direction. Okay, so I mentioned the direction. This is the magnetic field due to south pole. Therefore, the resultant field, what is the direction of the resultant field? The resultant field will be, there is actual field, will be the difference in the field. அது இல்லாம நமக்கு difference in the field. So அப்ப இந்த ஃபீல்ட்ல இருந்து இந்த ஃபீல்ட சப்ட்ராக்ட் பண்ணா நமக்கு ரிசல்டன்ட் ஃபீல்ட் கிடைச்சிரும். அது எதுல கிடைச்சிரும்? ஆக்சியல் ஃபீல்ட்லயே கிடைச்சிரும். So B axial also along this direction. So the B axial also finally along NP only we have. Okay. இப்போ நம்ம அது ரெண்டு டிஃபரன்ஸ் எடுக்கணும். டிஃபரன்ஸ் எடுத்தோடனே இந்த கிராஸ் மல்டிப்ளிகேஷன் யூஸ் பண்ணுவோம். அப்ப d plus l the whole square into 1, that is d plus l the whole square. Then minus of d minus l the whole square divided by the denominator எப்படி வந்திருக்கும்? d square minus l square the whole square. This looks like a plus b whole square. This is a minus b whole square form. So the expand பண்ணுங்க, a square plus b square plus 2ab, then a square plus b square minus 2ab, but minus நால காமனா மல்டிப்ளை பண்ணிட்டு plus minus terms காமனா eliminate பண்ணிட்டா 2dl plus 2dl become 4dl. Okay, and this is the case. Here 4 எப்படி split பண்ணலாம்? 2 into 2 split பண்ணலாமா? So 2 into m, இந்த இத split பண்ண ஒரு 2 இதுக்கு போயிடும், 2 into இன்னொரு 2 இதோட மல்டிப்ளை ஆயிரும், 2 into 2l d. Okay, but நமக்கு conditions தெரியும். What is the conditions we have taken? The length of each pole, the length of each pole is very very smaller than the axial point which is separated from the poles. Okay, so this is the conditions we are going to use. Using these conditions, in this denominator, this l square the whole square is eliminated. It's very less value. So d square the whole square become d power 4. This d power 4 and the d is cancelled. It become a d cube. And the product of pole strength and the magnetic length is equal to magnetic dipole moment. I mentioned here. M is a magnetic dipole moment, which is the product of magnetic pole strength and their magnetic length. Okay. So after substituting and rearranging, we got the value. This is axial magnetic field. Okay, and this axial magnetic field is acts along the directions, that is NP. இப்போ இதே மாதிரி நம்ம அடுத்து பார்க்க போறது equatorial magnetic field. Okay, I hope you are clear about this. Next, we are going to obtain the equatorial magnetic field at a point P. There are also the same condition. இதே மாதிரி நம்ம ஃபர்ஸ்ட் லெசன்ல எலக்ட்ரோஸ்டாட்டிக் ஃபீல்ட் கால்குலேட் பண்ணோம். axial electrostatic field and equatorial electrostatic field, and their comparison between the axial and equatorial field. Can you remember? Same like a method. There we used electric dipole. Here it's the magnetic dipole. But the magnetic dipole is always from, what is the direction of magnetic dipole? South to north. Okay. But electric dipole from always from negative to positive charge. So now we are going to obtain the magnetic field, that is equatorial field. Okay. Equatorial. equatorial line of bar magnet. Okay, let us take the bar magnet. So diagram would carefully gavinchuko. Let us take the bar magnet. This is north pole and this is south pole. This is the center of the magnet O. So the length is 2L, which means from this center it is L. Then from this center to the north pole is another one L. So L plus L, 2L. Okay. The same condition, same like method, anga use panna mari electrostatic field line equatorial use panna illaya adhe mari. So the magnetic field at a point P, that is equatorial point. What is called equatorial point? This is the point P. We want to determine the magnetic field. So magnetic field at the equatorial point. So axial line namakku theriyum. What is the equatorial line? A normal drawn to the perpendicular to the center of the magnet is called equatorial line, and this perpendicular is located at a distance d. So OP is equal to d. Okay, OP is equal to d. Now due to the magnetic north pole, the magnetic field at a point P is along NP. Along NP. This is the magnetic field due to north pole. இப்போ இது ரிசல்டன்ட்டா இருந்ததுனா இதுக்கு ரெண்டு காம்போனன்ட் இருக்குல்ல. If this is the resultant, it have two components. One is horizontal component Bn cos theta, because it makes an angle theta. If this is theta, then here also theta. Then the perpendicular component, it is Bn sin theta. So first நம்ம magnetic field calculate பண்ணுவோம். Therefore the magnetic field at P due to north pole of the magnet, that is magnetic field due to north pole is equal to, what we can say, same, mu naught by 4 pi into m into 1 by np square. np square. So இப்போ இது right angle triangle la இது d, இது l னு நமக்கு தெரிஞ்சிருச்சு. So np is equal to, using Pythagoras theorem, what is it? D square plus L square. So therefore magnetic field due to north pole is equal to mu naught by 4 pi into m divided by L square plus D square plus L square. And this magnetic field acts along NP. This magnetic field acts along NP. This field acts along the direction of NP. We found it. In the same like the magnetic field due to south pole. So this is the direction along NP. Similarly, magnetic field at P due to which pole? South pole of the magnet. This is the south pole. Due to south pole of the magnet. Due to south pole of the magnet is magnetic field due to south pole is equal to mu naught by 4 pi into m into 1 divided by ps square. sp square or ps square? ps square. So this is the magnetic field due to south pole, and this is the direction. If this is magnetic field due to south pole, if this is the resultant, நமக்கு ரெண்டு காம்போனன்ட் இருக்கும். ஒரு காம்போனன்ட் along x axis which makes an angle theta, that is bs cos theta, it's horizontal component. அப்ப another one resultant, இது resultant இருக்குனா another one resultant is bs sin theta. Am I right? Okay. So which makes an angle theta. So opposite angles are same. So substitute the value. Therefore magnetic field due to south pole is equal to mu naught by 4 pi into m divided by ps square. Same, the right angle triangle. This right angle triangle. What is right angle triangle? PSO. In the PSO, this PS is equal to SO plus OP. So PS square is equal to SO square plus OP square. So D square plus L square. And this magnetic field that acts along PS. Note the direction. This is the direction. But already we know here this Pn, what is it? Pn sin theta. This is resultant. Bn. Yes, this is resultant and this is resultant. So the Bn sin theta and the Bs sin theta, this is equally opposite, so cancel out. Okay. So we can come to the conclusion that both also the equal. Also, magnetic field strength at a point P due to north pole is equal to magnetic field strength at a point due to south pole, and Bn sin theta and Bn sin theta and Bn sin theta are equal and opposite, so cancel away. So cancel out each other. அப்ப நமக்கு resultant magnetic field எங்க இருக்கும்? The resultant magnetic field is, therefore resultant magnetic field along Px dash, the resultant magnetic field along Px dash will add up. So along Px dash will add up. Px dash will add up. Therefore, magnetic field due to bar magnet at P, that is equatorial. So equatorial magnetic field at P. So equatorial magnetic field, which is equal to, what is the component? Bn cos theta plus Bs cos theta. So the equatorial field is Bn and Bs both also equal. See the conditions. So நம்ம என்ன எடுத்துக்கலாம், ஏதோ ஒரு value Bn and Bs is equal to equal. So 2 Bn cos theta. So 2 into, what is the Bn value? Bn and Bs both also similar. So mu naught by 4 pi into m divided by d square plus l square. Okay, d square plus l square, and then d square plus l square, and then cos theta value we want to determine. Cos theta. How can we find the cos theta? See here, cos theta. What is the cos theta? Both the triangles, one PON or PSO. In the both the triangles, cos theta is equal to adjacent by hypotenuse. Therefore, cos theta is equal to, what is adjacent? Theta is opposite is adjacent. So L by hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is square root of d square plus L square. So we have L divided by square root of d square plus L square. This is cos theta. So substitute the value of cos theta here. By substituting the cos theta, what is the cos theta? L divided by square root of d square plus L square. So we can write it as mu naught into 2m into L divided by 4 pi into இதோட power 1. இதை எப்படி split பண்ணலாம்? Square root whole power 1 by 2 எழுதலாமா? So a power m into a power n is equal to a power m plus n. So d square plus L square whole power 1 plus 1 by 2, which is equal to 3 by 2. Which is equal to 3 by 2. Further we can modify into mu naught by 4 pi into m into 2L divided by d square plus L square whole power 3 by 2. ரொம்ப கேர்ஃபுல்லா கவனி, இது a power m into a power n, which is equal to a power m plus n. 1 plus 1 by 2, which is equal to 3 by 2. Okay. In the 2ml எப்படி எழுதிருக்கேன்னா m into 2l எழுதிருக்கேன். Then we know the conditions. Already we know the conditions. What is the conditions? As this L is very very small than D. So we know that. We know the conditions. The magnetic length any one pole for any one pole is very smaller than the equatorial point in which it is separated. Then how can we modify the equations? Then the equatorial magnetic field is mu naught by 4 pi into m into 2l, that is pole strength into magnetic length. The product of pole strength into magnetic length, which is equal to magnetic dipole moment divided by this L value is eliminated. So d square whole power 3 by 2, that we can write it as d square into 3 by 2, so 2 cancel, which is equal to d cube. So d cube. So this is the equatorial magnetic field, and this equatorial magnetic field that acts along the px south to north. So this acts along px dash, that is from north to south, and magnetic dipole moment is opposite to that. Magnetic dipole moment is from south to north. Okay, this magnetic dipole moment I forgot to say here, where in this case where the magnetic dipole moment, which is the product of pole strength and 2l, so this acts from south to north, but the resultant equatorial field is along px, that is parallel to north and south, north to south and p to x. So this is our resultant magnetic field. This adds up and the opposite field cancel out. Okay, புரிஞ்சிருக்கா? So நம்ம already நம்ம electrostatic field lines la பார்த்த மாதிரி தான் axial electric field lines and equatorial electric field lines, same like for magnetic field lines we are determined. Okay, so listen very carefully. And in the previous இதுக்கு முன்னாடி பார்த்தோம்னா நமக்கு axial field என்ன வந்துச்சு? So the axial magnetic field is mu naught by 4 pi into 2m by d cube. But the equatorial field எப்படி இருக்கு? So divide this both. Now we are going to divide axial field divided by equatorial field, which is equal to, so mu naught by 4 pi into 2m divided by d cube. Denominator la irukku, idu change ஆகி வருமா? So 4 pi by mu naught into d cube by m. So d cube mu naught by 4 pi, mu naught by 4 pi, m and m, which is equal to 2. அப்படினா மீனிங் என்ன? That is the axial field line is, axial electric magnetic field line is double the equatorial magnetic field line. Note it. Axial field line இங்க 2 இருக்கு, இதுல 2 இல்ல, equatorial 2 இல்ல. அப்ப எதுல பாதி? Axial magnetic field is double the equatorial magnetic field. நமக்கு ரெண்டு equatorial magnetic field சேர்ந்தது ஒரு single axial field line க்கு equal. Okay, thank you. Coming to the next topic. So in the last topic we are obtaining the expression for finding the magnetic field for a bar magnet to an axial and equatorial points. Okay, so a bar magnet oda axial magnetic field என்ன இருக்கும், அதே bar magnet oda equatorial magnetic field எப்படி இருக்கும்? What is the equatorial? A perpendicular drawn to the center of the bar magnet. Okay, but நமக்கு axial field விட equatorial field பாதியா இருக்கும். That is, axial field is double the equatorial field. Now we are going to discuss the current loop behave as a magnetic dipole. How? Look at the diagram. So this is the circular current carrying conductor. So we have only a single turn. This is a circular current carrying conductor, and this circular current carrying conductor that carries a current I in anti-clockwise directions. I mentioned here, so this loop that carries a current in anti-clockwise directions. So a normal drawn perpendicular to the plane is mentioned here. Okay, a normal drawn perpendicular to the plane is mentioned here. In case the magnetic dipole moment also acts along the normal. So how the circular current loop behave as a magnetic dipole? In this case, the upper portion of the circular loop that behave as a north pole. According to right thumb rule, we can verify right hand corkscrew rule or right thumb rule. We can verify that this upper portion behave as a north pole, whereas the lower portion of the circular loop behave as a south pole. Therefore, in this current loop, behave as a system of equal and opposite poles. So this circular loop that behave as a system of equal and opposite magnetic poles. Equal and opposite magnetic poles. Hence, we can say that two equal and opposite poles as dipole. Hence, this circular current loop as magnetic dipole. So, எப்ப நம்ம ஒரு circular current loop magnetic dipole சொல்லுவோம்னா கரண்டோட டைரக்ஷனை பொறுத்து ஒரு போர்ஷன்ஸ் நார்த் போலாவும் இன்னொரு போர்ஷன் சவுத் போலாவும் இருக்கும், பட் ஈக்குவல் மேக்னிட்யூட் டைரக்ஷன் வைஸ் ஆப்போசிட். ஓகே, therefore the magnetic dipole moment that is m, which is equal to, what is the magnetic dipole moment, which is directly proportional to strength of the current through it and area of the loop. So whenever the proportions become equal, we have a constant here, K is the proportionality constant, so M is equal to KIA, where K value, the proportionality constant, we are taken as 1. When the K value is taken as 1, if a unit current flows through a single turn, this is circular loop of single turn. So for a single turn, N is equal to 1. நம்ம ஒரே ஒரு டர்ன் தான் எடுத்துக்கோம். So நம்ம எடுத்துக்கிட்ட அந்த ஒரு டர்ன்ல 1 ampere current or unit current flows, then the K value becomes 1. So when K is equal to 1, if unit current flows through a single circular loop. Okay, therefore for n number of turns, if a system have a n number of turns, நிறைய turns இருக்குனா, for n turns the magnetic dipole moment is equal to NIA. The SI unit for current is ampere and SI unit for area is meter square. So ampere meter square is the SI unit of magnetic dipole moment. Okay, then the vector form, the magnetic dipole moment is a vector which is equal to NIA, the number of turns and the current and the area of the loop, all is a scalar. So the normal vector is drawn. So this is the vector form. This is the vector form of this magnetic dipole moment. Here the n cap I mentioned, it is a unit vector that is perpendicular to the plane of the directions. So plane க்கு perpendicular ஆ இது loop ஓட plane க்கு perpendicular ஆ இருக்குறது தான் it's normal vector n cap னு நம்ம சொல்றோம். This can be verified by right hand screw rule. Okay, and NI is ampere turns. NI is called ampere turns. So where NI is called ampere turns, therefore the magnetic dipole moment, which is equal to, it is the product of ampere turn into area of the loop. Okay, so it's all same formula, it's similar to it. இப்போ இத பேஸ் பண்ணி ஒரு சிம்பிளான क्वेश्चन கொடுக்கிறேன். So the magnetic dipole moment base பண்ணி just a simple question. Look at the question. A wire of length L meter, ஒரு wire இருக்கு, அதோட length வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா L meter, that carrying a current of I ampere, which is bent in the form of circle, which is bent in circle. Then what is magnetic dipole moment? ஒரு straight wire, அதனோட length L, அதுல ஏங்கிற current flow ஆகுது, அது அப்படியே வளைச்சு ஒரு circle மாத்தியாச்சு. So what is the magnetic dipole moment? We know already. Magnetic dipole moment is the product of number of turns, current and area. Where and the straight wire தான் நம்ம என்னவா எடுத்திருக்கோம், circular wire எடுத்திருக்கோம். So the length is equal to circumference of the wire, circumference of the circle 2 pi r. From this we can find the radius. So r is equal to L by 2 pi. நம்ம எடுத்தது single wire தானே. For a single wire, number of turns is a single turn, n is equal to 1. Then substitute in the formula. Therefore, the magnetic dipole moment is equal to 1 into I into area. What is the area of a circular wire? And the straight wire தான் என்ன எடுத்திருக்கோம், circular wire எடுத்திருக்கோம். So it is circumference. Okay, we got the radius here. This is the radius. Number of turn is 1. Okay, then 1 turn. I is the strength of the current. Area. What is the area of the wire? Area of the loop is it's a pi r square. So what is the pi? What is the r square value? R square. R is equal to L by 2 pi. So r square is equal to L square by 4 pi square. So pi square or pi pi cancel. Therefore I L square by 4 pi. So for this straight wire, single straight wire, when it is bent in the form of circular loop, the magnetic dipole moment will be I L square by 4 pi. Okay, thank you.